You are not tired. You are distracted. You are not broken. You are disoriented. You are not lost forever. You've just drifted off course. Every human being, no matter how disciplined, how wise, how committed, will feel lost at some point. The Stoics knew this well. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, wrote in his private journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." But what happens when even your mind feels clouded? When you don't know what you're supposed to do next? When nothing inspires you, and even getting up feels like a weight? Then you must remember, this is not the end. This is your call to begin again. Feeling lost is not a failure. It's a sign you're human. It's a quiet signal that something inside you wants change. And if you're honest, that's not a bad thing. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Seneca. Lost doesn't mean hopeless. It means you're not anchored, but that can change right now. By choosing direction over perfection. You've tried being everything for everyone. You've chased trends, approval, ease. But now, it's time to come home. Not to comfort, but to clarity. Not to escape, but to endurance. Not to noise, but to the still, ancient voice within you. The Stoics didn't aim to find themselves. They aimed to become themselves. They believed in living with logos, the rational order of the universe, which begins by ordering the self. Man is disturbed not by things, but by the view he takes of them. Epictetus. If you feel lost, examine your thoughts. Ask yourself, am I chasing what I truly value, or what others told me to value? Have I spent more time reacting than reflecting? Am I letting fear steer the wheel? The Stoics would say, drop the illusion of control over the world. Reclaim control over your judgment, your choices, your attitude. Because clarity isn't found in outcomes. It's found in alignment. Ask yourself right now, who am I becoming? If the answer makes you proud, keep going. If the answer makes you uneasy, good. That means you're ready to change. Recentering is not dramatic. It's daily. It happens in silence, in solitude, in honest inner work. It begins when you choose to respond instead of react. Seneca warned of wasting time. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. And how do we waste it? By chasing the external. Applause, possessions, convenience, escape. When you feel lost, go back to first principles. Ask yourself, on what truly matters? Do what is within my control? What virtue can I practice today? The Stoics did not wait for the world to give them peace. They cultivated it inwardly through courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. You don't need a grand vision board to move forward. You need one decision grounded in principle. To act with integrity today. That is the compass. Let's get brutally honest. You are going to die. Everyone you love will die. Time is not a promise. It's a privilege. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Marcus Aurelius. You feel lost partly because you think you have forever to figure it out. But the Stoic doesn't wait for inspiration. He doesn't wait for motivation. He simply acts because he knows tomorrow is not owed. So let this be your wake-up call. If life is short, let it be meaningful. If the path is unclear, walk anyway, with courage. You don't need to see the whole map. Just take one true step forward. That's all. And then the next, and the next. There is a beauty in starting again. Not because you failed, but because you learned. Feeling lost is not an ending. It's a beginning in disguise. It means you're ready for something deeper. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. So if pain has slowed you, use it to reflect. If confusion has fogged you, use it to reset. If failure has humbled you, use it to grow. Start with the smallest action done with virtue. Clean your space. Apologize if you must. Wake up early. Read again. Move your body. Breathe. The Stoics believed in motion over moping. They didn't wait to feel better. They acted as if they already were. And you can do the same. A man is not lost when he wanders. He is lost when he forgets why he began. So remember what mattered to you before the noise. Remember how strength was forged in suffering. Remember how clarity came from stillness. You are not lost. You are being called to live differently. To see this moment not as punishment, but preparation. The old you is shedding, let it go. The new you is forming. Let it rise. The Stoics would not weep for being lost. They would smile and walk forward with purpose. And so can you begin again.